To make real food, you need a great recipe, passed down from generation to generation. Welcome to Real Food, Real Kitchens, Resorts, and Vacations. For today's episode, we go to Gloria Estefan's beach resort, Costa de Este, in Vero Beach, Florida, where Chef Antonio Estremera makes his own traditional family ceviche and an Estefan traditional family dish for Ropa Vieja from their cookbook, Estefan Kitchen.
I remember my grandmother cooking all the time for us, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and always she showed me how to make things in the kitchen, you know. I just remember like I see yesterday, you know, how she make it, you know, the tricks, you know, how to make it good. I just remember how she make it the ceviche. You know, ceviche is one of the more popular dishes in Peru. Like a cilantro, red onions, celery, ginger, and garlic. I take the ginger, peel it, make sure the ginger is really small. I'm going to chop my garlic, and remember, garlic always smells strong, but don't be afraid. And smash. And after that, chop it up. And that way it's really small too. After that, I'm going to chop some celery. Make sure the celery is really small. And remember, finger is not part of the recipe. I have my fish already chopped, grouper. Small pieces, like a bite size, white fish. I'm going to put it all together in the same bowl. Now I want to squeeze my limes. For this amount, I'm going to use 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5 limes. Oh my God, I can smell the lime. Ooh, really good lime. Now I'm just shaking a little bit with the fish. Lime juice is going to cook the grouper. Longer you leave the lime juice in the fish, is more cooked you get at the fish. Put a little salt, fresh black pepper, fresh cracked. And now I'm going to take a little bit of my cilantro. That's my best part. I love cilantro. Chop it up, the cilantro. I can smell it. You can see when the fish is almost done because you can see the fish start to change the color. That means the lime juice start to cook it already. I'm having a rocoto pepper sauce. I make it with a rocoto pepper, but it's spicy. I blend it with a regular red pepper, milk, a little bit of salt, and white bread. I just put in a spoon, maybe 2 spoons, to see how the color is changed. That looks good. I'm hungry now. Oh yeah. Some people put red onions inside of the ceviche. Some people just chop it up and put it on top of the ceviche. Different ways to make it. Slice really thin. This is the way my grandmother showed me how to make it. And after 32 years, I still use it, the same recipe. Always, I wash my red onion. It's the only way you take off a little bit of the bitter of the onion. And that way it's not really strong. Now, I'm going to put the ceviche on the plate. I'm going to use a little piece of iceberg lettuce in the middle of the plate. I'm going to take the ceviche already make it from the bowl and put it over here on the plate, just on the top of the iceberg lettuce. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the onion, of the red onion, and then some black pepper around the plate. And then the red pepper ceviche is done. You have to meet somebody in this team. He's Jay. Oh, he's the guy who's watched my back all the time and give me 100% support in the kitchen. We try to make it a fun menu. We're not having just one straight line for the menu, right? We're having a lot of the Cuban or Estefan food cuisine. We have a little part of Peruvian food.
We do like Latin fusion. I sometimes throw a little Asian fusion into it, coming from an Indian background.
Well, now I'm going to make it a Ropa Vieja. It's a traditional Cuban dish. Green pepper, St. Juliennes, just like that. And then the tomato, the same way. Yellow onion is going to be in julienne too. A garlic. A little bit of olive oil in the pan. Julienne onions. Some of the green peppers, julienne. A little bit of the garlic. And some of the tomato, julienne too. And then cook it for a couple minutes. I'm going to use a little bit of the beef stock of the flank steak. Now everything is almost cooked. I'm going to put a little bit of the beef and just cook it a little bit with tomato juice. Just braise it for 2 hours. It's 100% cooked. A little bit of salt and it's done. Okay, now I'm going to plate it with some sweet plantains, really traditional from Cuba. A little bit of chopped parsley on top, and now the Ropa Vieja is done. And now the best part, testing. Really good. I learned it from my grandmother, and my grandmother learned it from her mother, and her mother learned it from her mother, you know. In the same way, I want to keep it, all the tradition of my country. And Gloria and Emilio try to do the same thing, you know. Try to keep it the tradition of the Cuban cuisine.
You can get this recipe and many more by visiting realfoodrealkitchens.com.